right, welcome to another Woods Report. We're going to do a quick review of the Breakfast Club. Today is what, August 8th?
Monday, August 8th.
Monday, August 8th, 2022. All right, hot topics. Here we go. We always give our view on what everybody talk about. So, all right, so what they talked about, this is not everything. So, Beyonce's Queen remix. She named a bunch of influential women in the music industry.
Okay.
It was like 29 women was listed or something.
In the song?
Yeah, she said their names.
Wow.
Not the lyrics, but she just did a shout out to them. Just said their names.
Okay.
And Charlamagne and them said she left off Mary J. Blige. And so they was upset about that. They said, "How can you leave off Mary J. Blige?"
That because you will leave out.
Everybody somebody's gonna get left out.
Yeah,
so
somebody.
So they was talking about that.
You do better doing all the women of whatever.
Right, when you start shouting. But then Angela Yee said, well, maybe she was just shouting out people that meant something to her personally. It doesn't mean. And I was laughing because some of the they was being nice, and they have to be because they're in the music industry. About all the names that was mentioned deserved to be there. No, they didn't. There was names that they mentioned, and
cool.
There was names that they mentioned, and I know, and you guys know too. The only reason why they was mentioned is because they were probably friends of Beyonce, Michelle Williams.
Yeah,
it's because she was in Destiny's Child.
Yeah, you gonna mention her.
It's the only reason why you.
And her, what's her name?
And Kelly Rowland.
Kelly, yeah.
So then some guy called and they opened up the lines and asked people who do you think should have been on the list that was not there.
Both ways.
And this one guy, he was so funny. He called in. He said they did LaToya Luckett dirty. Everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" He said she should have been listed.
Who was LaToya Luckett?
She was the original Destiny's Child.
He
said if you're gonna name Destiny's Child people, you should name LaToya Luckett.
Okay.
And then so then Charlamagne was like, well, she didn't name all the girls that was a Destiny's Child. She just named Michelle and Kelly.
All of En Vogue members.
Right.
All of Diana Ross and the Supreme.
So then they was like, well, if you're going to get at that point, she didn't name Patti LaBelle or anybody like that.
And all the LaBelle.
I don't even know if she named Shaka Khan. Right. But it was some names on there. I didn't write down all the names, but she named like Lizzo, Rihanna. Come on, give me a break. So, but I think that's for her. That's her thing.
If she did that with women she actually did a song with.
Or maybe, I think she
should be safe.
But then she said...
She didn't do a song with everybody.
She said Chloe and Haley Bailey.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Even though I love them...
Does she have to apologize again? She's been apologizing for this stupid album.
Charlamagne was like, she need to go in that studio right now and remix it and put these people's names in.
She's been apologizing
so I thought that was
day
funny.
one.
I thought that was
funny.
funny. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
So she need to add this to the apology list because we wonder how many people are going to be shouting out and screaming. And she'll come back and go, everyone, I just want you to know. I took that out and I just said I want to thank all the women.
But it was some women that was like, come on. You like them, Chloe and Haley, I like them, but come on.
But don't you think?
But I think these are people for her. These are in her mind. These are women that's
her in her mind, because Chloe and them are still young,
right?
Very influential. Okay, I get it.
Right.
But just from a music standpoint,
right.
Just do the ones you actually had projects with. Because we would understand.
It's not that many that she's had projects with.
Maybe
it'll be a short list. That's what I'm saying. So, or do ones that we name it. It don't matter. But,
older women,
or not even that. Do women who everybody say you remind them of, like Diana Ross and.
She still may miss somebody.
But people don't. I'm saying who people say that she remind them of.
She may miss somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
so it don't matter. She knew she was gonna lose coming out with that. So
okay.
And then I feel sorry for the people that's on the list that people dogging out. Like, why the hell they on that list?
Oh yeah, because that makes that.
Like, why you shout me out now? Everybody got to talk about me now.
I know, saying you shouldn't be on the list. Oh, Kelly.
How you on the list?
Or Michelle
and Patti LaBelle. How's Kelly Rowland on the list and Patti LaBelle ain't on the list?
See, people gonna say. See, that's why I said you got to be careful when you do that.
Right.
Beyonce, you and Jay-Z didn't sit that one. He didn't think that through. It's a business move.
They don't care. And then the fact that she did a remix with Madonna. And Madonna, like Madonna
was her name on there too?
I don't know.
See?
Madonna's she did a remix with her. She actually did a song with Madonna just now, recently on the thing.
Okay.
So she don't have to name her. She put her on the album. So, but the fact that she had Madonna can't sing. No, but it don't matter because you don't have to know her name. Madonna is iconic though.
I had coworkers who like Macy Gray's voice.
Right.
When I said Macy Gray, they went, ooh.
So Lizzo had a little thing. She came out on her little Instagram or Twitter or something like that and was being funny with people saying about nobody or whatever. And she said, and then she put up the thing with, played this excerpt of Beyonce saying her name. And she's like, aha, I got y'all, made it, and all this stuff. No, you didn't.
See,
because if you made it, and then the other people on the list, like Michelle Williams, we like, girl.
That's one of the things why I don't like when people put people on entertainers on pedestals,
right?
Like they're saying your name now. It's positive. It's all good.
Right,
really?
right.
Come on,
but we know. But be honest. If Beyonce said our name, we would lose it. If she said I listened to the
because she has such a big following,
or she said I watched the blum 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 Woods report, we'd be like.
Yeah,
she watched this stupid show.
We'll call out.
And then the next day, it'd be 1 million views. A million subscribers.
With somebody,
right? Because Beyonce named us. We have 1 million subscribers the next day. So it makes sense. You would get happy if she mentioned me.
But to your point,
I lost it when I was in Hyde Park before she was even famous. Remember, I told you.
Hyde Park, yeah.
I lived in Hyde Park, and we had a co-op. And she was outside with, I don't know if it was Destiny's Child, but this was back when they started. Mm-hmm. And it was a Jeep, some kind of Jeep or something.
It was like those real military nice looking like
those real nice ones, like Hummer
the
type.
The old original Hummer kind of thing.
And I was walking with my girl. I said, "Is that Beyonce?" Because in Hyde Park, everybody was in Hyde Park. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was if you came to Chicago, you was black. And you was famous, you came through Hyde Park.
Our old president.
That Obama and them lived there. So I was like, is that Beyonce?
It was a while ago too, but we recognized
it. And I was surprised that I saw her. Mm-hmm. I was surprised. So
okay,
we're gonna keep on going. All right. Okay.
All right.
Mike Tyson says that Hulu did a story about him, and he doesn't support it.
What's wrong with it?
They didn't ask him to do it. He doesn't support it.
Hulu, that's a show.
He says that don't see it.
Streaming, that's important.
He's upset about it. He said they offered his brother $1 million or something
to tell the story,
to be involved, and his brother turned him down. And he said he's happy that they turned him down. He said, and we're not supporting
Nobody's supporting that.
So, but people are still gonna watch it.
How much truth is it? Is it like a lot of lies or something? They're not telling the whole truth.
The point is,
because his story is a little negative.
People still gonna watch it.
It's a little shaky.
Yeah, it's Mike Tyson, so they still gonna watch it.
It reminds me of that Aretha Franklin one that they did.
They didn't support it.
Yeah,
her family.
Yeah, or the Whitney Houston.
They didn't support it. So this one they don't support it.
But people still watch it.
Right. They talked about, of course, the big news. Kim and Pete Davidson split after 9 months of dating.
Who knew that would happen?
I knew that. Everybody knew that. I think Kim only dated him again because she was trying to make Kanye mad or whatever.
And see, that's not...
And it worked because he was losing his mind.
But here's the thing. Maybe they were trying to make it work for real, and then it just couldn't.
They said it was the reason why they gave is
trying to be together. You don't think so?
The reason why they gave is because of the distance. That's fake. First of all, he's not even on SNL anymore. Mm-hmm. And second of all, if you got money, when you have money, there's no such thing as too much distance. Yeah, that don't make sense.
But the sad thing about it, let's just say for sake of argument, if it was just a stunt kind of thing for promo and all of that, just news, that's not good because she got kids.
See, that's my thing.
You playing.
She should have never introduced
him.
Your
boyfriend, Mommy?
Right. I don't think you should have introduced him to your kids if you wasn't planning on being with him forever.
Now you're going to have guys in and
out
of your kids' life.
If you break up, it can't be for that reason. It got to be because he cheated, you cheated, y'all fell out, y'all don't love each other.
It's too far away.
Yeah, it should be. We found out that we don't match with each other. We're not good made. We argue all the time. Something. But when you bring your kids in it, And you say you broke up because of distance. You knew it was a distance when you introduced it to your kid.
Exactly. Nothing had changed.
And that's what was driving Kanye crazy. He didn't want people around him around his kids.
So there's some sense to some of his crazy. Kanye's.
Yeah. But people kept saying, let go and let God do it, let God. So people are automatically going in saying, does this mean that they're going to get back together again?
I know, because let go and let God mean, okay, she's not with that guy anymore, but that don't mean she's going to be back with him.
Right. Are they going to get back together and all this? And then talking about their divorce case comes up in December. And he's had 5 attorneys. The last one just quit again. All of them have quit.
Why they quit?
They say it's communication, lack of communication. They can't communicate with him. So it's him.
He really don't want to, though, right?
He probably don't really want to get the divorce. And
he's not going to.
But then a lawyer wouldn't quit because of that, because they get money. He probably yelling at him and stuff.
They probably
don't like how you talking to him.
I'll be strung along too. I'll be like, hey.
They don't like how you talking to him.
Because as long as I'm with you and nothing's happening, I'm still getting paid.
Kanye big on this Black Power thing now. So he big on calling white people out and all this. So he probably calling them names and saying, you trying to
how would he react
take me back to the camp and all this other stuff.
If he went with a really good, down to earth, not an entertainer.
People thought she was going to be with Van.
Who's Van?
Or Van? Is it Van or Vance? The guy, that black guy to be on CNN.
Ooh.
Because remember, he got divorced from his wife.
He's a good guy.
And Pete don't have kids. They were saying the next person should have kids. He has kids.
What would he say about him?
He would call him bald head and... He would say he's stale.
He seemed like a good guy.
He would say he's stale.
And she was dating...
Because he gave Pete Skeet as his nickname. So he'll find
he don't want her with nobody.
He'll call a Van a nickname.
Okay.
Something about Scan Van or something. Cut his head off in a video and all this. Bury him and all this.
Because I'm just wondering.
Any guy that date her.
Any race, any ethnic background, anybody. He gonna find fault.
If she even worked, if I was a guy, I would be like, it's not worth it. Because Kanye got millions of fans. And so Pete had and that's the other thing. He had her name tattooed. He had the branding.
He had a real tattoo?
And he had a brand, like the fraternities of her name. He had her kids' initials tattooed on him.
That's what I'm saying. You sure this is not just a falling out and then maybe they'll get back together again? That's just a...
No, I think
had a little argument.
I think maybe, or he was a little weird and she don't want to say that. Because he dates, his best friend is Machine Gun Kelly and he's a weirdo. He drinks blood with his fiance.
If you branding yourself,
y'all know I'm talking about. Excuse me. God. So maybe he wants to drink her blood and all this. She's like, I got to get out of this.
She found crazy too.
She's a magnet for crazy. She's a magnet for it. So maybe she didn't want to go down that road again. Maybe he did something. Maybe he went through a depression and she's like, I can't do this again.
She saw a side of him that's dark.
I can't do this again. I can't have nobody with mood swings. 1 minute you happy,
maybe
the next
she didn't want to mess his image up.
Right, so they said it's because of the distance or something.
Okay.
We don't know. But again, Kanye's 5th attorney quit.
Wow.
And said lack of communication. Staying on the Kardashians, Khloe welcomed a baby boy with Tristan.
Now you said it was a surrogate.
His big giant head.
So she didn't carry this baby. Now,
no,
she can't carry anymore? Is that why?
I think she just didn't want to mess her body up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't put that out there, but I don't know.
Okay.
If it's something medical or if she just don't want to get fat again. Because remember, she was fat.
Yeah.
And then she lost weight. It took her a long
time.
There are
some women who have had kids.
Right.
Probably was shown
But I'm going to tell you one thing. With what happened with him, she better be glad she didn't carry that baby.
It'll remind her of, she'll be more angry each time.
Right. More stretch marks. Now I got to lose weight again and all that for him.
Killed him.
So somebody else did it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So that's a baby boy with him.
Okay.
You know she gonna get back together with him. It don't,
I don't know.
Blueface, the rapper. Remember I told you him and his girlfriend went bowling with DDG and his girlfriend. Blueface and his girlfriend crazy.
Right.
Remember I told you it's fighting and all that.
What's going on with them?
Well, he welcomed a new baby with his baby mama, not this girl, the one you got in the fight with. His baby mama. He has another child with her, a little boy. He's so cute though. He looks just like Blueface.
Okay.
But they welcomed another baby. So now they have 2 kids.
Oh,
he has 2.
Okay.
And he got them both with the same woman, surprisingly. So.
Ooh, okay. She hanging on with
they
that?
have a crazy relationship.
She gonna always have money with that.
There was I remember a video with her breaking his windows out and all that stuff. He attracts craziness, so
I hope it don't be a left eye moment when she burned his.
I don't know. They've done all kind of stuff. All kind of
ball
stuff.
player she was dating.
Yeah, all kind of stuff. So.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, so they welcome
the emotions.
They welcomed another baby.
There was an Angry Woman show. What was it that T.D. Jakes? The Diary of a Mad Woman.
Oh, Black Woman or something. Then Little Baby, the rapper Little Baby, he had a back to school fest where they do the book bags and
why
the
they call him
supplies.
Little Baby? Does he have a young look about him?
No, rappers. They call Lil Baby
or
Little Wayne.
Where did that come from?
No, that's just Lil. Like that's the thing they put in front of their name. Like it's just the thing that rappers put in front of their name.
But some of them have a reference to them personally.
No, not really. Lil, a lot of rappers was putting Lil in front of their name.
I'm
like
just
Lil
saying
Wayne.
baby.
That's
I
thought you were talking about Lil.
Is
like
it Lil Baby, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying where that baby come from.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Maybe he had a young look about him.
Well, he is young.
Oh, okay.
They all young. So that's the one thing
about
having.
Will he call himself that if he's 50?
That's what I'm saying. That's the one thing about having them stupid names. You're going to be 60 and still call Lil Baby.
Who was it you said it was on the verses? You said that his name was Little something or, and he said, I ain't little no more.
Oh, yeah. He was on that. Y'all comment down below on Marion's verses. That little, and they kept joking with him, calling him little such and such. I'm not little no more. Well, you said little. So this dude going to be Lil Baby forever.
At 50, 60 years old.
The other one is called Da Baby, which I always thought was, both of them is famous. It's Da Baby and Lil Baby.
Well, you know that we had all the
both of them got Baby.
Ice Cube, Ice Tea,
and Da Baby used to wear a diaper. Like, what's his name on
the Parliament?
On Parliament. He got rid of the diaper.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was his whole gimmick.
Oh, but that means he stole that.
Yeah, well, you know,
these kids in the 70s.
These kids today don't know that. They thinking he
no, this is something new.
He wearing a diaper.
No. Dude on Parliament
was doing that.
He had that
40
years
ago.
Yes,
40 years ago.
Yes.
So yeah, Lil Baby.
Okay.
He had a back to school fest. And 21 Savage, he's another rapper. He had one too.
Okay.
7th annual.
That's good. They're doing things for the community.
7th annual, and over 2,000 families and kids.
Did they have stuff in it?
Book bags with school supplies, food, all kind of stuff.
I always wanted. I don't care what type of music, what type of entertainer, athlete. If you are doing something for the community, beautiful. Okay. Beautiful.
Then Charlemagne, he's having one, he said.
Uh-oh. Does he do it all the time?
He does it every year, he said.
Okay.
In his home little small town in South Carolina.
Where is he from?
South Carolina. A small
you don't
town.
Know the city? Is it near Charleston?
He says the name, but I don't remember.
Wow.
I don't know how close it is to Charleston.
He's a Southern boy.
He's a Southern boy.
Okay.
So he has one every year, he says, in that wherever that is.
That's nice. That's
nice. Then, this will be a quick show, so I won't have to break out these things.
Oh, okay.
When it's a long show, I try to
do a little excerpt.
Yeah, we might do excerpts from it.
Okay.
Donkey of the Day.
Oh, wow.
Charlemagne gave it to all the people who got the fake PPP loans. I guess that was payroll protection.
The people who got them.
Yeah, businesses. The fake people who faked getting them. They wasn't supposed to get it. They lied on the application, and the government gave them money. So apparently Biden is helping to crack down on this, and he signed a bill. Well, he signed a bill giving prosecutors more time to go after people who got the PPP fake loans. So for the next 10, 20 years, they're going to be hunting you down.
Oh, my goodness.
And Charlemagne said,
to give it up, huh?
Well, it's too late. They took the money.
No, I mean, give it back. Because
you can't give it back.
They're coming after you.
It don't matter. Even if you give it back, you're still going to be in trouble. But the bottom line is, we told people. I remember when they was talking about this, and people was telling people, go fill out the application online, and the government just going to give you money. And they was. Just fill it out. Say you have a business, and they're going to write you a check. This was during COVID. They're going to write you a check.
I don't know nobody to do
for payroll protection. Actually, if you go on, there's a website from the government that lists all the people who got it fake. And you can put your hometown in there. I put our hometown in there. And it's a lot of people we know.
No, Kim.
And somebody I know because we come from a small town in the suburb of Chicago. Somebody I know, she's funny.
That's right.
She posted it on Facebook, the list. and people was going off. They would say, that's not right. You shouldn't do that. You putting people on blast. And she said, the list is public. They said, well, a lot of people don't know that. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
But they know because she put it on Facebook, and that's how I found out.
Sorry. So social media will blast you out. You can be mad at the person for blasting it, but if it's public information, they really can do it. You may say morally that's not right.
So if you come from a small town or whatever, or whatever, put your town in there.
So why would
you go on the government's website?
That money was for businesses that were
hurting because, and it was a lot of people who couldn't get it because the government ran out of money. So legitimate businesses who were hurting went out of business because you took their money with a fake business.
I'm mad
That's
now.
why Biden signed the bill.
I'm mad now because you know what? I sat there and I watched on the news. There's been a few restaurants.
You've seen some people.
I've gone to some of them.
And they hurting.
They had to close their doors.
And they told you before they was closed. They said,
and one restaurant I went to, she said we were hurting real bad, but we had to make it a few days. We had to stay open, and we had to cut our hours. People we had to let go, she said.
People got fired because these restaurants couldn't stay open. And then you got people who bought boats and cars and
get them back.
Redid their homes.
But here's the thing, you guys.
All kind of stuff.
That's the word in the land. Whether you are a person of faith or not, whatsoever a man soweth,
that's what you read.
Good or bad.
That's what you read.
That's why you want to try to sow good seeds. Because
and it be the mad people that be on social media talking about God and stuff, and they got a PPP loan, that money did not go to their business.
Oh, Lord, you're going to be found out.
And if it did go to their business, it didn't go to keep it open. It came to remodel the business.
Yes, or remodel something else.
So the government will find you,
gosh.
And they probably going to make you have receipts showing what you did with that money.
Yeah, exactly. Auditing you. They're going to audit you. They're going to make sure every dime that was received from that PPO plan went into your business. You got to show that your business was hurting.
And you better hope they wasn't listening to your phone calls, because I don't try government will listen to your phone calls. They'll go back and get phone records. They'll go back and look and see during that time. They'll go back and look at receipts and say, during that time, what was this person spending money on? They'll look at all kind of stuff. And then they'll say, well, how did you get money to get that? Even if you come up with good receipts, they're going to be like, but you used this came another time. That's not during the time when this check came.
I was telling Kim, I said, for what we do, we were not hurting so bad.
Nope.
But I didn't want any money.
And people kept asking us to get it for our business. That's like, y'all should get it for y'all business. And we was like, no, because we don't really hire nobody.
We're not hurting like that.
We good.
There are restaurants and stores and other businesses that are really out there.
If our business was hurting, we would have gotten it.
They didn't have customers.
So Charlamagne was clowning all the people who got it.
Oh, yes.
And then he was talking about, he said, well, these to all the conspiracy theorists, and he's a conspiracy person.
What?
He think it was a plant from the government. He think they never intentionally meant to help anybody. They just put it out there to see how many fake businesses they can snatch up. And
but that's a lot of work. Why would you do that for a conspiracy theory?
I know. So
that's a lot of work. Because even for
because that's the same,
sign a bill for prosecutors to have time to do it. It's the same thing that they do with
credit cards. If you notice, if you renege on your credit card and you don't pay, right, after the years and years of them trying to get you, all of a sudden you'll start getting offers again for credit cards. And they waiting on you to put your name down and address and phone number and all these things. And then all of a sudden, they start calling you again. Because now they have your new number, your new address, your new place of employment. Because you thought your dumb self was going to get a credit card, even though you reneged on all the other ones in the past.
I think that's why some people love Trump. Because Trump found loopholes. He was a businessman.
He probably got a PPP loan. I wouldn't be surprised.
He filed bankruptcy.
If one of his businesses,
he found loopholes around things,
or somebody he knows got one. So
okay,
all right. So that was it. That's basically what they talked about.
Okay,
they had other stuff, but that was it.
Okay.
Did you have anything else?
Nope.
And then, who do you guys think? Maybe we'll ask the question.
We'll ask the poll.
Who do you guys think should be on the influential women list? Or no, maybe that's
what do you mean influential woman?
When Beyonce shouted out the name.
You need to ask that a certain way.
How should I ask
I honestly don't think she should have listed anybody.
Okay, that's the question. Do you think Beyonce should have shouted out women on her
because she's saying
Queen's
for what?
remix?
What was the reason?
Just shout them out, being nice. Should she have done it in the first place?
Because my suggestion was, if she's going to do something like that, you said that she didn't really collaborate with a lot of women, so it would be a very short list, like Madonna.
Right.
If she did a song with you in any way, form, or fashion, whether she was with Destiny's Child or whether she was as a solo, yeah, I can see her shouting your name out because you literally worked with her on a project.
Is there any other questions that came from the show?
Did you take that PPO loan out? No, just kidding.
Do you think that PPP, people who took fraudulent...
Yes, I did. And I needed it.
Anybody gonna say, yeah,
I know.
They need to...
I know.
Oh, no, the question, should they do jail time or should they be forced to pay it back?
Ooh.
Should they do any jail time?
I don't think jail time.
See, that's a good one.
Because that is a criminal.
That's fraud.
Ooh, that's fraud.
Do you think they should do jail time?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Or should it just be,
and should they pay back with interest?
Yeah.
The government always going to try to get...
Yeah, pay back with interest.
Like they doing student loans.
And then how you going to make somebody pay back? They go bankrupt then.
Well, they have to pay a little at a time.
And then most people bought cars and stuff with it.
See? Confiscated? Is that the word?
See?
Confiscated?
Confiscate or something. They don't want nobody's old cars and stuff.
Wow. Yeah, it's interesting how they going to handle that.
So, okay. All right, y'all. So that was another Woods Report. Don't forget to subscribe. I wrote it down on my little paper because I always forget to say this. So
subscribe, like.
My mother wrote this down so we could put it up here.
She said, "Don't forget,
subscribe, share, and like."
Our own mother is saying that.
She wrote that down.
Did you tell the people to subscribe?
Yeah, so I'm gonna write. She told me to tape it on to something, so let me tape it on.
Oh, we're gonna tell her today.
What should I tape it on to? Maybe I'll tape it on my computer.
Thing there.
No, I'll tape it on my computer.
Okay.
Because I always have my computer.
Because that'll be right in front of you.
But that's in our house. And people be like, why is that piece of paper taped?
That's what we want you to do.
Right.
When they come visit.
They'll be like, that's so tacky. Why they got post-it notes taped all around their house? All right. I put it on my computer.
Okay.
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later.